Imagine flying over the ocean, feeling calm, and suddenly your plane disappears. No warning, no crash, just gone. Or picture a ship sailing in clear weather, and then it vanishes like it was swallowed by the sea. No wreckage, no sign, just nothing. That is the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. It is one of the most famous and frightening places on earth. Some people call it the Devil's Triangle. Others say it is a gateway to another world. But the truth is even stranger. Welcome to Unsolved. Today, we are going to explore a mystery that has confused scientists, scared sailors, and inspired endless stories. We will look at real events, real disappearances, and real questions that still have no answers. You will hear about strange compass behavior, sudden storms, and eerie missing time stories. You will also hear about the most famous case of all Flight 19 where 5 Navy planes vanished without a trace. So if you think the ocean is fully mapped and fully understood, think again. Because what happened in the Bermuda Triangle makes people wonder. Are there places on Earth where reality stops making sense? Stay with us, because what you're about to hear will make you question everything you thought you knew. The Bermuda Triangle is not a myth or a movie story. It is a real area in the Atlantic Ocean. It sits between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, and it forms a rough triangle shape. Over the years, many ships and planes have disappeared here. Some people believe this place is cursed. Others think it is a dangerous zone full of natural dangers. But one thing is clear. The Bermuda Triangle has created some of the most mysterious and unexplainable events in modern history. The weird part is that many of the disappearances happened when the weather was normal, no storms, no warnings, just a calm day, and then suddenly, nothing. When something like that happens, people start to imagine the impossible. They start to think about aliens, time portals, and underwater monsters. But we will look at both the strange and the scientific sides of this mystery. We will try to understand whether the Bermuda Triangle is a dangerous place or if it is just a place where bad luck meets human mistakes. And we will ask the biggest question: why do so many things disappear here with no trace? Let's begin with the most famous case, Flight 19. This happened in 1945. 5 U.S. Navy planes took off for a training mission. The mission was simple: fly a practice route and return to base. Everything seemed normal at first, but soon the pilots started to report problems. One pilot said, "We are lost. We don't know where we are." The radio signals became confusing. Then suddenly, the planes disappeared from radar. No crash, no debris, nothing. It was like they were swallowed by the ocean. Then, the worst part happened. A rescue plane was sent to look for them, but that plane also vanished. No one ever found any of the aircraft or the pilots. This case became one of the most famous mysteries in history. People began to wonder if the Bermuda Triangle was some kind of trap. Even today, experts still argue about what happened. Some say the pilots got lost. Others say bad weather or human error. But no one can fully explain how 5 planes disappeared without leaving any wreckage. Another strange case happened in 1963. The USS Thresher, a U.S. Navy submarine, was on a test dive. It was deep under the Atlantic Ocean. The crew was experienced and the submarine was built to handle the depth. Then, suddenly, the submarine stopped communicating. All contact was lost. Later, a debris field was found on the ocean floor, but the exact cause of the disaster remained unknown. Many people wonder if the Bermuda Triangle played a role. Others believe it was a mechanical failure. Still, the mystery is haunting because even modern technology couldn't fully explain it. Then, in 1972, the cargo ship SS Marine Sulphur Queen disappeared. It was carrying a dangerous chemical called sulfur. The ship was last seen near the Bermuda Triangle. 39 crew members vanished without any sign. No wreckage was found. No bodies, nothing. This case shocked the world and added fuel to the legend. These events make people ask, is this area just unlucky or is something else happening? Now let's talk about some of the natural reasons that might explain the Bermuda Triangle. First, this area is known for sudden and violent storms. Sometimes the sky looks clear and then a storm forms in minutes. These storms can create huge waves and strong winds. Ships can be easily damaged. Planes can face severe turbulence, and when the weather changes quickly, it can confuse navigators. Another natural theory is methane gas. Under the ocean floor, there are pockets of methane gas trapped in ice-like structures called methane hydrates. If this gas suddenly escapes, it can cause the water to become less dense. That means a ship might lose buoyancy and sink very fast. This could happen without a huge explosion or loud sound, making it hard to find wreckage later. But the most chilling part is that some people report strange compass behavior in the Bermuda Triangle. Compasses are supposed to always point north, but many sailors and pilots have reported their compasses spinning wildly or pointing the wrong way. If a compass stops working, navigation becomes extremely difficult. This can cause a ship or plane to drift off course and become lost. Some scientists say the compass problems are caused by magnetic anomalies, natural changes in Earth's magnetic field. Others say these reports are exaggerated. Still, the stories remain. Another element that makes the Bermuda Triangle mysterious is the way technology sometimes fails there. Radios and communication systems can stop working. Even modern GPS systems can become unreliable. Imagine being in a plane and suddenly losing all navigation tools. That would create panic, confusion, and dangerous decisions. And then there are the strange missing time stories. Some pilots and sailors claim they lost hours without realizing it. They say they looked at their watches and suddenly time had jumped forward. They couldn't explain what happened. Scientists often explain this as a mistake or stress, but the idea of time behaving strangely is terrifying. These stories might sound like science fiction, but the fact is, they come from real people who were trained, experienced, and had no reason to lie. Many of the Bermuda Triangle legends date back centuries. Even ancient sailors told stories about strange lights and eerie fog in this area. Some described glowing water or strange floating lights. Today, we know that oceans can glow due to bioluminescent organisms. But could those lights be something more? Or were they just natural phenomena that scared sailors who didn't understand them? Another popular theory is Atlantis. Some people believe the lost city of Atlantis lies under the Bermuda Triangle. They think Atlantis had advanced technology that could cause ships and planes to disappear. This theory is exciting, but it has no scientific evidence. Still, it adds to the mystery and keeps people talking. But we should also look at the psychology behind this mystery. Humans love stories. When something is unexplained, our minds try to fill the gaps. The Bermuda Triangle became famous because of the dramatic stories told about it. Movies, books, and documentaries made the mystery even bigger. When a new accident happens in the area, people immediately connect it to the triangle, even if the cause is simple. That's how legends grow. And the Bermuda Triangle is one of the biggest legends in the world. However, we cannot ignore that the area is very busy. Many ships and planes pass through it every day. This increases the chance of accidents. The ocean is also deep and the currents are strong. Sometimes wreckage is buried under the sea floor or carried far away. That makes finding proof almost impossible. So while the Bermuda Triangle is not necessarily the most dangerous place on Earth, it is a place where disappearances can become almost impossible to explain. Now let's focus on the big question. Is the Bermuda Triangle dangerous? The answer is complicated. Statistically, the area is not the most dangerous in the world, but the combination of busy traffic, sudden weather changes, and unusual magnetic readings can make it risky. It is a place where small mistakes can turn into huge disasters. Still, some incidents remain unsolved. That is what makes the mystery alive. Even after decades of research, some cases still have no clear answers, and that is what keeps people fascinated. We want answers. We want proof. When proof is missing, our imagination takes over. Maybe that is why the Bermuda Triangle remains one of the greatest mysteries on Earth. It reminds us that we do not fully understand our planet. Even with modern technology, the ocean can still hide secrets.